आसी जाउची
thief.
चोर आसी जाउची
Who is the thief? To get the girl.
ऐसे झियो को आनी तो से झियोटा से जो राजकुमार को बाहा बनाई.
Who is the priest? See, it may be so naive looking movies, but it has a very deep gospel in it.
तो आपण मानकु एटा गोटे सिंपल भाव देखा जिवो किंतु ता भितरे मध्ये सुसमाचार रही अछि.
Gospel is good news.
Gospel माने होची सुसमाचार बा शुभ संवाद.
Gnostic gospel means reversal of good news.
तो Gnostic gospel अर्थ होची से तार विपरीत अटे से जो शुभ संवाद रो विपरीत अटे.
Second movie is Frozen.
Frozen आ गोटे द्वितीय चलचित्र.
She will have superpower in this movie.
तार गोटे महाजागतिक शक्ति अछि एठी.
And then she will go and search for. She will have 4 elements, and she was searching what is the 5th element, and 5th element was spirit.
तो से चारिटा विषय ता पाखे अछि किंतु से पंचम विषय से खोजे जाउची. से पंचम विषयटा होची गोटे स्पिरिट बा आत्मा.
All these 5 elements were the elements of witchcraft.
So ये जो पांचटा जिंस होची से जो भूतुड़िया बा कुहुको बुढ़ी गारडी रो से विषय वस्तु अटे.
In there is one song in this movie
गोटे गीत अछि सिनेमा रे
where she will go out of the palace to the wilderness.
से गोटे प्रांतर को राजप्रसाद रो जाउची.
And she will sing a song that now you can no longer contain me, I am going, breaking.
So से गीत सेठी गाउची से वर्तमान तुमे धरि रखि परिबे नै मते मु जाउची.
Even in many of the Disney movies, if you see, their common theme is follow your heart. Follow your heart.
Okay, so बहुत गुडे डिज्नी मूवी आपण देखि परिबे जोटार थीम होची तुम्हारा हृदय को तुमे अनुकरण करो.
Do what you want.
तुमे जहा चाहो ता करो. Break the rules.
Break the rules.
नियम सब भांगो.
There are also some subliminal messages in the movies.
So चलचित्र रे मध्ये आउ किछि एंती खराब मेसेज मध्ये.
Subliminal movies means you will not immediately notice, but there is a different meaning in it.
So तमे हटात किना सेरा को दृष्टिपात करि पाइबे नै कि तार अलगा अर्थ थाए.
Though these are kids movies,
छोटे छोटे पिल्ला पई एटा
there are some inappropriate content in it.
ता भितरे अजुक्तिक बा अप्रयोजनीय विषय सब रही अछि.
The second one is Ice Age. That's a movie name.
Ice Age a गोटे movie.
In fact, that's a female.
से गोटे महिला अटे.
There will be one male will be searching for one food.
तो गोटे युवक बा पुरुष से गोटे खाद्य खोजु.
But this one will trick and it will get the food from that.
So ए जो महिलाटा से गोटे उपाय खोजबो से निजे खाद्य पाइ जीवो.
Can you see the gospel there?
तो एठी आपण gospel सुसमाचार देखुछन कि
so many are interconnected with the Bible.
So बहुत विषय बाइबल से कनेक्टेड अछि.
There are many superhero movies.
So बहुत गुडे सुपर हीरो रो चलचित्र अछि.
The first one is Thor.
Thor गोटे मूवी.
Thor is a person.
Thor गोटे व्यक्ति
who came from where?
कोटा आस्तिला से
Asgard. That is where?
Asgard.
Let's say it's above.
उधरु.
And from Asgard he has come down to
से उधरु तळकु
earth. Like he has power of thunder and
so तार
you can see there.
बिजुली आ घडघडी पावरफुल शक्तिला.
Who was fallen from above to the earth like lightning?
तो ये स्वर्गरु पृथ्वी को निक्षिप्त होइला बिजुली सदृश लूसीफर. Lucifer.
Can you see the movies are not like the way how we perceive it. They have a different agenda.
So आमने जो प्रकार आमने से मूवी को देखु छु सेटा सेमति रे कि तार गोटे आ गोटे प्रकार तार दृष्टिकोण अछि.
And almost all superhero movies will have a climax which has that something is coming from above to destroy the earth.
So जेते भी आपण देखिबे सुपर हीरो मूवी सुना को देखिबे ताले किछि गोटे ऊर्ध्वरु आसी कि सेटा समस्त को विनष्ट करूची.
Who is going to come?
तो किए आसीबे?
Jesus is going to come. For what?
यीशु ख्रीष्ट आसीबे कोन भाई?
To take us all back to heaven. All in the sense all the righteous.
तो धार्मिक व्यक्ति को नै जिबा पई स्वर्ग
What will happen to the wicked?
दुष्ट मानक प्रति कोन घटिबो
He would destroy in the third coming.
तो तृतीय आगमन रे से नष्ट करिवे
All the superheroes
आ ए सुपर हीरो माने
will make a team.
से माने गोटे टीम बनेबे
That is Marvel universe.
तो सेटा मार्वल यूनिवर्स
To fight against something which is coming from above.
तो जोटा उद्धवासी ता विरुद्ध रे से युद्ध करिवे
Someone who is like godly figure
आ जे प्रभु को सदृश अछंती ताको
to save the earth.
ए पृथ्वी को उद्धार करबे निमंते
What is it?
ता अर्थ कोनटे
I am talking about movie or Bible.
मो बाइबल कहूची ना से सिनेमा कहूची
I am talking both.
तो मो दीटा विषय कहूची
But this is the storyline of the movies.
तो ए मूवी रो स्टोरी लाइन टा एमती अछि
So what are you getting in your mind?
तो आपन मन रे कोन चिंता होची
When something or someone is coming, you will ready to fight, or you will be ready to go with that person.
तो जदी कि आसुचंती तांको सहित युद्ध करिया को जिबे ना आपन तांको सहित प्रस्तुत होबे जिबा पई
Too fast. Maybe the younger audience is understanding everything.
So
Older has no clue what we are talking about.
तो माने युवक गोष्ठी रे अछंती से माने बुझी पाछंती आ ओल्ड पीपल माने जो टिके वयस्क लोक माने अछंती से माने होय तो एटा बुझी पार नथिबे बोली भाबोची मु
I'm really telling you are not missing any great thing.
तो मु सब कहूची आपण किछि भी हरै नाहंती
You are all totally away from all these temptations.
तो आपण ए समस्त प्रलोभन दूर रे अछंती
The second movie, what is it?
द्वितीय मूवी
Black Panther. What is this scene? I did not watch that movie. Can you please tell what is this
तो
scene?
ब्लैक पैंथर एटा गोटे सेला सीन ता कोन अछि
He is going to get his powers. Okay.
से ब्लैक
He will
पैंथर तार
approach a tree.
से गोटे गछ पाखो
One animal will be there.
गोटे पशु सेठी थिबो
And that animal when falls down will become a human.
से पशुटा तळे पड़ी गेला पर से मनुष्य होई जिवो
And this human will give the wisdom to get the powers
आ से मनुष्य ताको बुद्धि पुणी थर फेरी पाया पे दबो
as Black Panther.
तो ब्लैक पैंथर इस
What is this movie?
ए मूवी कोन अटे
What comes to your mind when I say approaching a tree? One animal is there coming down and talking.
सो को विषय आपन कर आसुची जे गोटे गच्छ अछि एवं से पशु सेठी अछि एवं से कहूची आदामांडी
No, can you see
आपन
the
देखि
inversion of the gospel there?
आ से जो सुसमाचार सेठी विषय देखि परछन कि
See, our war is not with flesh and blood.
आमान कर शारीरिक शक्ति सहित आमान कर युद्ध नाही
I hope that you all will get it. Our fight is not with flesh and blood. It is with principalities and powers in darkness.
सो आमान कर युद्ध ए शारीरिक शक्ति विरुद्ध रे नहे किंतु अंधकार शक्ति विरुद्ध रे अछि
He will go get the power from the dead.
आ से जाई कि से मृत मान कठारु से शक्ति पाइबे
What does Bible say about dead?
बाइबल कोन कहे मृत मान को विषय रे
Dead know nothing.
सेमान कर किछि नै सेमान कर मेमोरी नै कि ताकर ज्ञान बुद्धि किछि नै
Whereas he will go to the dead
किंतु एठी देखाउची से जो
get the supernatural powers.
मृत मान पाखो जाय कि से महाजागतिक शक्ति पाउछ
What is it called?
एटा कोन कुहा जाय
Going to the dead people, talking to the dead people.
तो मृत व्यक्ति मान पाखो जिबा एवं मृत व्यक्ति मान सहित कथा हबा
Spiritualism.
स्पिरिचुअलिज्म बा भूत तंत्र बोली कहि परिबा तंत्र मंत्र साधना कहि परिबा
Is it allowed in the Bible?
बाइबल एटा अनुमति दिया जाय छि कि
If somebody is practicing what the Bible suggests,
बाइबल रे जदि के विषय रे प्रैक्टिस करूछंती तार सेमान को विषय कोन कुआ जाय छि
to stone them to death.
तो सेमान को पत्थराघात करिया
You should not approach anybody who has connection with the dead people.
तो एई परि कोनोसी व्यक्ति मान को पाखो को बाइबल जिबा पे मना करछि जहार सीधा सड़क संयोग अछि बुद्ध मान को सहित
Coming to Indian cinema.
तो इंडियन चलचित्र विषय हम देखिया
How many of you, I don't know, I don't like to ask also, the first movie, I didn't watch, but this movie was known for the climax.
ते मूवी तार जो चरम जो सीन अछि सेति भाई विख्यात अटे
You know, one person, he is a tantric, he was explaining about the movie's climax.
So ଜଣେ ତାନ୍ତ୍ରିକ ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ବର୍ଣ୍ଣନା କରୁଅଛନ୍ତି.
He told his performance was not humanly possible.
So ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ମନୁଷ୍ୟ ଭାବରେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ଆକ୍ଟିଂ ବା ପରଫର୍ମାନ୍ସ ସେତେ ସମ୍ଭବ ନଥିଲା.
He was actually possessed by the God in that movie.
ଆଉ ସେ ସେଇ ଦେବତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ପ୍ରବେଶ କରିଥିଲେ, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେ ସେଟାକୁ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ସେ କରିପାରିଥିଲେ.
And this movie became a super hit all over India. Though it was made only for Karnataka, means it was a Kannada movie, but it reached all over the
କର୍ଣ୍ଣାଟକରେ ଗୋଟେ ଚଳଚ୍ଚିତ୍ର ବନା ହେଇଥିଲା, କିନ୍ତୁ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ସାରା ସେଟା ଗୋଟେ ଫେମସ୍ ହେଇଗଲା.
The second movie,
ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଚଳଚ୍ଚିତ୍ର
Avatar.
ଅବତାର.
This movie script came in the dream for the director.
So ଡିରେକ୍ଟରଙ୍କର ସ୍ୱପ୍ନରେ ଏଇ ଜିନିଷ ଆସିଥିଲା ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଚଳଚ୍ଚିତ୍ର ବିଷୟରେ.
Who communicates to us in dreams?
କିଏ ଆମମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଥା ହେଇଥାନ୍ତି ସ୍ୱପ୍ନରେ.
But in this movie, what we are seeing?
ଏଇ ଚଳଚ୍ଚିତ୍ର ଆମେ
Can Satan communicate to us in dreams?
ଶୈତାନ କଣ ଆମ ସହିତ ସ୍ୱପ୍ନରେ କଥା ହେଇପାରିବ?
He is telling when he was 19 years old, he has got the script for Avatar.
So ସେ ଯେତେବେଳେ 19 ବର୍ଷ ହେଇଥିଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଅବତାରର ସ୍କ୍ରିପ୍ଟଟାକୁ ପାଇଥିଲେ.
At that time he was not in a position where he can make, and the technology was not also available at that time.
ସେଇ ସମୟରେ ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜି ନଥିଲା କିମ୍ବା ତାଙ୍କର ସେତିକି ନଥିଲା ସେ ମୁଭି ବନେଇବା ନିମନ୍ତେ.
In another incident, can you see this face blue?
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ସେ ଯୋଉ ବ୍ଲୁ ଫେସ୍ ବା ନୀଳ ମୁହଁ ଦେଖି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି କି?
There was one artist who was inspired, some other force was using him to draw pictures.
ସେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଶକ୍ତି ତା ବ୍ୟବହାର କରିକି ସେ ଯୋଉ ମୁଖକୁ ତିଆରି କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିଥିଲେ.
And he has asked the spirit, you reveal to me who you are, I can, so that I will draw you.
ଆଉ ସେ ସ୍ପିରିଟ୍ ବା ଆତ୍ମା କହିଲେ ତମେ ମତେ ତୁମ ନିଜକୁ ପ୍ରକାଶ କର ଯାହା ଦ୍ୱାରା ତମକୁ ମୁଁ ଚିତ୍ର କରିପାରିବି.
And he drew a picture exactly similar to this.
ଆଉ ସେ ସ୍ପିରିଟ୍ ର ସେ ସଠିକ ତା ଭଳି ହିଁ ସେ ଚିତ୍ର ବନେଇ ପାରିଲେ.
And you know, if you see the after effects of Avatar, people had gone under depression after watching the movie.
So ଏଇ ଚଳଚ୍ଚିତ୍ର ଦେଖିଲା ପରେ ଲୋକମାନେ ଡିପ୍ରେସନ କୁ ପଳେଇଲେ, ହତାଶ ନିରାଶ କୁ ପଳେଇଲେ.
They saw a world which is so beyond our realistic, and they were longing for that, and they saw this real world is not attracting.
So ସେମାନେ ଜାଣି ପାରିଲେ ଯେ ଆମଙ୍କର ବାସ୍ତବ ଦୁନିଆ ଠାରୁ ଆଉ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଜଗତ ଅଛି, ଆଉ ସେଇଟା ଆମର ବାସ୍ତବ ଦୁନିଆ ସେତେ ଆକର୍ଷିତ ନୁହେଁ ଯେତିକି ସେ ଯୋଉ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଦୁନିଆଟା ଆକର୍ଷିତ ଅଟେ.
How many of you know the symbol what in the third picture?
So ତୃତୀୟ ଚିତ୍ର ଯୋଉ ସିମ୍ବଲ ଦେଖେଇଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ଯୋଉ ତାର ଅର୍ଥ କଣ କେତେ ଜଣ ବୁଝିଛନ୍ତି?
That's a Baphomet symbol. It's a symbol of Satan.
So ଏଇଟା ଶୈତାନର ସିମ୍ବଲ ଅଟେ, ଶୈତାନର ଚିହ୍ନ ଅଟେ ଏମିତି ଚିହ୍ନ.
And this movie was directed by the actor.
So ସେ ଯେ ଆକ୍ଟିଂ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ହିଁ ଡିରେକ୍ସନ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି.
There is one video of him explaining how he got the script.
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଭିडिଓ ଅଛି ଯେ ସେ କିପରି ଭାବରେ ଏ ମୁଭି କୁ କରିଥିଲେ.
One day he was packing things.
ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ ସମସ୍ତ ବିଷୟ ସବୁ.
And he saw this picture with the one Baba's picture on the book cover.
So ଗୋଟେ ବୁକ୍ କଭର ସେ ବାବାଙ୍କର ଛବି ଦେଖିଲେ.
And he was like so attracted to this picture, and he was looking at that picture.
ଆଉ ସେ ପିକ୍ଚର ଦେଖି ସେ ଛବିକୁ ଦେଖି ଏତେ ଆକର୍ଷିତ ହେଲେ.
And the whole script of the movie had come to him, and he noted down, and that became a movie Baba.
So ତାଙ୍କର ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଷ୍ଟୋରୀଟା ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ ଆସିଲା ଆଉ ସେଟାକୁ ଲେଖିଦେଲେ ଆଉ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ବାବା ଚଳଚ୍ଚିତ୍ରଟି ବନେଇଲା.
See, all these things when I was learning, so many things are spiritual in nature.
So ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ ଏଇ ସମସ୍ତ ବିଷୟ ଶିକ୍ଷା କଲି ବହୁତ ବିଷୟ ଆତ୍ମିକ ବିଷୟ ଅଛି
which we are not understanding.
ଆମେ ବୁଝି ପାରୁନାହୁ.
So again I am coming back to Aleister Crowley.
Aleister Crowleyଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ମୁଁ କହିବାକୁ ଚାହେଁ.
And he told there's third method which is helping you to get into that position state, and that is acting.
So ତୃତୀୟ ଯୋଉ ପଦ୍ଧତି ଯାହା ଦ୍ୱାରା ତମାନେ ସେ ଯୋଉ ଆତ୍ମା ତମ ଉପରେ ଉପବିଷ୍ଟ ହୋଇଥାନ୍ତି ତାହା ହେଉଛି ଆକ୍ଟିଂ.
Socrates told they do and act that way but by possession.
ତ ସକ୍ରେଟିସ୍ ମଧ୍ୟ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ସେହିପରି କରନ୍ତି ବା ଆକ୍ସନ୍ କରନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ପୋଜିସନ୍ ବା ଭୂତ ଦ୍ୱାରା ଗ୍ରସ୍ତ ହେଲେ ହିଁ ସେପରି କରିପାରିବେ ବୋଲି କହନ୍ତି.
There were many celebrities accepted, they could do something beyond what is their capability because they channeled the spirit.
ତ ସେମାନେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ାଏ ସେଲିବ୍ରିଟି କହନ୍ତି ଯୋଉ ବିଷୟରେ ସେମାନେ କରିପାରିଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ସେଟାକୁ ସେ ସ୍ପିରିଟ୍ ଦ୍ୱାରା ପରିଚାଳିତ ହେଲେ ବୋଲି ସେମାନେ କରିପାରିଲେ ବୋଲି ସେମାନେ କହନ୍ତି।
I think you all might know him. It was told that he had tapped into an unknown spirit which was known to human, and he was completely possessed by it, and afterwards he died.
So ଏଇ ଜଣେ ବ୍ୟକ୍ତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଭାବେ ସେ ଭୂତଗ୍ରସ୍ତ କରିଥିଲା ଏବଂ ତାପରେ ସେ ମରି ଯାଇଥିଲେ।
There was one interview of this celebrity.
ଏଇ ସେଲିବ୍ରିଟିଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ହେଇଥିଲା।
He shared in this video how he has landed up an acting career.
ଆଉ ସେ କିପରି ଭାବରେ ସେ ଆକ୍ଟିଂ କ୍ୟାରିୟରକୁ ଆସିଲେ।
You've got to get into acting immediately. I said, well, I think if you pass on classes, maybe you should mention it. She said, no, you're going to be a big star, and I want you to meet this woman, Penny Williams. I said, who's Penny Williams? She's an agent. Well, I met her, and she's still my agent. And the day after, I did an audition and landed a role on Neighbours.
So he is explaining about he went to a restaurant where he met a white witch. White witch. Sunyakari.
So ସେ ଯାଇକି ଗୋଟେ ରେଷ୍ଟୁରାଣ୍ଟ ଯାଇଥିଲେ ହୋଟେଲରେ ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଧଳା ଡାହାଣୀକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ ବୋଲି କହୁଛନ୍ତି।
And this witch told him that
ଦୁତ କୁହୁକକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ ଇଚ୍ଛା କୁହୁକ।
And this witch told him that you would become a big star.
ସେ କୁହୁକ ଲୋକ ତାଙ୍କୁ କହିଲେ ଯେ ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼ ଷ୍ଟାର ହେଇଯିବ।
You go and meet such a person.
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଦେଖା କର।
He went and met that person.
ଆଉ ସେ ଯାଇକି ସେ ଲୋକକୁ ଦେଖା କଲେ।
And he landed up this acting career.
ଆଉ ସେ ଯୋଉ ସେ ନିଜେ ଆକ୍ଟର ବନିଲେ।
That agent is still his agent.
ଆଉ ସେ ଯୋଉ ଏଜେଣ୍ଟ ମଧ୍ୟ ଏବେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଅଛନ୍ତି।
And he married the white witch.
ଆଉ ସେ ଯୋଉ ହ୍ୱାଇଟ୍ ଯୋଉ କୁହୁକ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀକୁ ସେ ବିବାହ କଲେ।
There's one more video I would like to play.
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଭିଡିଓ ମୁଁ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ଚାହେଁ।
It's as if I went into a fugue state, and Hyde showed up. That story is just such a part of Christmas, so yeah, it was incredibly important not to screw it up. What happened after was out of my control. It was not me. I was not making choices based on Jones. He felt it was necessary for him to stay in the character. At some point, he tapped me on the shoulder and said, sit down, I'll be doing my movie.
See, there are two important points he shares in this video.
এই ভিডিওରେ ସେ ଦୁଇଟି ମୁଖ୍ୟ ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ବିଷୟ କହୁଛନ୍ତି।
He was doing a movie, the movie name is Grinch.
So ସେ ମୁଭିର ନାମ ହେଉଛି ଗ୍ରିଞ୍ଚ।
And he is telling he was acting as a character.
ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଚରିତ୍ରରେ ସେ ଆକ୍ଟିଂ କରୁଥିଲେ।
And he is telling he lost control while he was doing this movie.
ଆଉ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଚଳଚ୍ଚିତ୍ର କରୁଥିଲେ ସେ ତାଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ନିୟନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ହରାଇଲେ।
And this character tapped on his shoulder and told him that you sit down, I will be doing the movie.
ତାପରେ ସେ ଯୋଉ ଚରିତ୍ରର ଯେ ସେ ଆକ୍ଟିଂ କରୁଥିଲେ ସେ ଚରିତ୍ର ତାଙ୍କ କାନ୍ଧରେ ଥାପଡ଼େଇ କହିଲା ତୁ ବସି ପଡ଼େ ମୁଁ ସେଟା ଆକ୍ଟିଂ କରିବି।
So Bible says in Leviticus chapter 18 verses 10 to 12.
ବାଇବଲରେ ଲେବିୟ 18 10 ଆଉ 12 ରେ ଏହା କହେ।
Can any of you read that?
ଲେବିୟ
Leviticus
ପୁସ୍ତକ
18 10 to 12.
18 ର 10 ର 12 10 ଆଉ 12।
Please read it, mark it. It's very important verse.
ଲେବିୟ 18 ର 10 ରୁ 12 ତୁମେ ଆପଣା ପୌତ୍ରୀର କି ଦୋହିତ୍ରୀର ଆବରଣୀୟ ଅନାବୃତ କରିବ ନାହିଁ କାରଣ ତାହା ତୁମ ନିଜର ଆବରଣୀୟ। ତୁମେ ଆପଣା ବିମାତୃ କନ୍ୟାର ଆବରଣୀୟ ଅନାବୃତ କରିବ ନାହିଁ କାରଣ ସେ 18 ର 10 ରୁ 12 ତ ପଢୁଛି ଲେବିୟ।
Same verse or different? That's a different verse.
लेवी 18 ର 10 12 ତ ପଢୁଛି
Is it Deuteronomy? Just check.
It's written लेवी
Yeah, yeah. Can you please check Deuteronomy?
Deuteronomy 18 है हाँ ସେଠାରେ ଆପଣା ପୁତ୍ରକୁ କି ଆପଣା କନ୍ୟାକୁ ଅଗ୍ନି ମଧ୍ୟ ଦେଇ ଗମନ କରାଇବା ଲୋକ ଅବା ମନ୍ତ୍ରଜ୍ଞ ଶୁଭାଶୁଭବାଦୀ କି ଗଣକ କି ମାୟାବୀ କି ମୋହକ କି ଭୁତୁଡ଼ିଆ କି ଗୁଣିଆ କି ପ୍ରେତ ପରାମର୍ଶୀ ଲୋକ ତୁମ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ଦେଖାଯିବ ନାହିଁ।
So Bible is warning.
Deuteronomy.
Yeah, that's a mistake. Bible is warning
ବାଇବେଲ
that
ଆମମାନଙ୍କୁ ସତର୍କ କରୁଛି
there shall not be found any among you
ଆମମାନଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ଏପରି କୌଣସି ବ୍ୟକ୍ତି ମିଳିବା ଉଚିତ ନୁହେଁ
one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire,
ଆଉ ଯିଏ ନିଜର ପୁତ୍ରକୁ କିମ୍ବା କନ୍ୟାକୁ ଅଗ୍ନି ମଧ୍ୟ ଦେଇ ଗମନ କରାଇବ
or that useth divination,
ଆଉ ଆଉ କିଛି ବିଷୟ ସେମାନେ କରିବେ ଯେମିତି କି ମନ୍ତ୍ରଜ୍ଞ
or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch,
ଶୁଭାଶୁଭବାଦୀ କି ଗଣକ କି ମାୟାବୀ
or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirit,
କି ମୋହକ କି ଭୁତୁଡ଼ିଆ
or a wizard, or a necromancer.
ଆଉ କୁଣିଆ କି ପ୍ରେତ ପରାମର୍ଶୀ ଲୋକ
For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord.
ତୁମମାନେ ଏପରି କରିବେ ନା ଯେହେତୁ ଯେ କେହି ଏହି କର୍ମ କରେ ସେ ସଦାପ୍ରଭୁଙ୍କର ଘୃଣାର ପାତ୍ର।
Listen to this.
ଆପଣମାନେ ଏହା ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ।
And because of these abominations the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before you.
ତ ପୁଣି ସେହି ଘୃଣ୍ୟ କର୍ମ ସକାଶୁ ସଦାପ୍ରଭୁ ତୁମ ପରମେଶ୍ୱର ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ତୁମ ସମ୍ମୁଖରୁ ତଡ଼ି ଦେଇଅଛନ୍ତି।
From where all these things are originated?
ତ ଏହା କୋଉଠାରୁ ଆସିଅଛି ଏହି ସମସ୍ତ ବିଷୟ?
These are all from heathen people.
ଏଇଟା ସେ ବିଜାତୀୟ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ଆସିଛି।
Because they practiced this, God had chased them out.
ତ ସେମାନେ ଏହି ବିଷୟ ସବୁ କରୁଥିଲେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ପରମେଶ୍ୱର ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦୂରକୁ ତଡ଼ି ଦେଇଥିଲେ।
We learned the second point when we watched Roger Marney's video that he wants to bring this hypnotic to the world.
ରୋଜର ମନଙ୍କର ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଭିଡିଓ ଦେଖୁଥିଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲେ ଯେ ସେ ଏହି ପୃଥିବୀକୁ ସେ ହିପ୍ନୋଟିକ ବିଷୟ ହିପ୍ନୋସିସଟା ଆଣିଛନ୍ତି।
So famous people are becoming a puppet for the spirit to communicate to the world so that they are mesmerized and controlled by these famous people.
ତ ସେ ପ୍ରସିଦ୍ଧ ଲୋକମାନେ ସେମାନେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଆତ୍ମା ମାନଙ୍କୁ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ସାଂସାରିକ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଥା ହେବା ନିମନ୍ତେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ସେଇଥିରେ ମୋହିତ ହୋଇ ଯାଇଥାନ୍ତି।
And none of these should be found amongst the believers.
So ବିଶ୍ୱାସୀ ମାନଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ଏହି ସମସ୍ତ ବିଷୟ ଦେଖାଯିବା ଉଚିତ ନୁହେଁ।
Isaiah chapter 8 verse 19.
So he wants to afterwards. If he wants to ask a question, so
Yes.
afterwards.
Shall we finish this, sir?
ଆମେ ସରିଲା ପରେ ଆପଣ ପଚାରି ପାରିବେ।
Isaiah chapter 8 verse 19.
ଜିସାୟ 8:19
So God is telling, should not a people seek unto their God for the living to the dead?
ପରମେଶ୍ୱର କହିବେ ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ ଜୀବିତ ମାନଙ୍କର ସପକ୍ଷରେ ମୃତ ମାନଙ୍କର ଅନ୍ୱେଷଣ କରିବେ?
God is telling, you come to me, you seek me.
ପରମେଶ୍ୱର କହୁଛନ୍ତି ତୁମେ ମୋତେ ଅନ୍ୱେଷଣ କର।
Because he is telling that when the comforter, the Holy Spirit comes,
ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ସାନ୍ତ୍ୱନାଦାତା ପବିତ୍ର ଆତ୍ମା ଆସିବେ
he will remind us all the truth
ଆଉ ସେ ସମସ୍ତ ସତ୍ୟରେ ଆମକୁ ପ୍ରବେଶ
about
କରାଇବେ
Jesus,
ଯୀଶୁ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ
and he will also teach us about the fruits of the Spirit,
ଆଉ ସେ ପବିତ୍ର ଆତ୍ମାଙ୍କ ଫଳ ଆମକୁ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଦେବେ
that we would have all these things in us.
ଆଉ ଯାହା ଦ୍ୱାରା ଆମମାନଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ସେ ସମସ୍ତ ବିଷୟ ଆସିବ।
So you might ask, what can we watch?
ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ପଚାରିବା ଯେ ଆମେ
We have
କ'ଣ
told so many
ଦେଖିବା?
things. Then what can we watch? What can we do?
ତ ଆମେ କ'ଣ ବିଷୟ ଦେଖିବା ଏବଂ କ'ଣ କରିବା?
There is a difference between a movie and a documentary.
ତ ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟାରୀ ଏବଂ ମୁଭି ଭିତରେ ସିନେମା ଭିତରେ ବହୁତ ପାର୍ଥକ୍ୟ ରହିଛି।
There is a difference between entertainment and educational videos.
तो शिक्षागत मूवी एवं शिक्षा दौथुवा मूवी एवं एंटरटेनमेंट बा जोटा कि आमन को आमोद प्रमोद करूची सेही प्रकार सिनेमा भितरे पार्थक्य रहिछि.
Watch something which makes you to think.
आ एपरि विषय देखंतु जहा आपण को भाबिबा पई से दबो चिंता करिया पई दबो.
Maybe that's why there were many Christian movies made.
तो सेति पई बहुत गुडा क्रिश्चियन सिनेमा मध्ये
But you should be careful even watching Christian movies.
तो क्रिश्चियन मूवी देखिला बेले मध्ये आपण सावधान सहित देखिबे.
Because there are movies who has wrong doctrines.
तो बहुत गुडा मूवी रे अछि बहुत भूल शिक्षा मध्ये अछि.
You can watch some nature discovery channel.
डिस्कवरी चैनल
National Geographic.
नेशनल जियोग्राफिक चैनल एमती मध्ये देखि परिबे.
Even in that you will get the theories of evolution.
तो सेइथिरे मध्ये आपण से जो इवोल्यूशन विवर्तनवाद रा आपण माने देखि परिबे.
Than giving credit to God as creator.
तो से माने परमेश्वर को सृष्टिकर्ता हिसाब रे से माने दउनांती.
You can watch documentaries.
डॉक्यूमेंट्री आपण देखि परिबे.
You can watch sermons.
सरमन मध्ये देखि परिबे.
You can watch songs.
गीत देखि
Christian
परिबे
songs.
क्रिश्चियन सॉन्ग्स.
I always prefer to watch a song, Christian song, without seeing the visuals.
So visual न देखि से क्रिश्चियन गीत सुनिया पे बा देखिया पे.
Usually what happens in the Christian music videos, one man is going throughout the video rather than the God whom he is praising to.
So Christian video रे एमती होची जे जणे लोकर ही वीडियो पूरा आरंभ ରୁ शेष पर्यंत देखा होची परमेश्वर को आमे किछि देखि पारनी.
So the song is all about God.
गीतटी परमेश्वरंकर विषय रे.
But when you watch
जेतले देखु
all
छथि
through the video you see a man.
तो पूरा संपूर्ण वीडियो रे गोटे व्यक्ति हुई देखु छथि.
So you can also watch news.
तो आपण न्यूज़ मध्ये देखि परिबे.
But news also bombarded with all the negative things.
तो न्यूज़ मध्ये बहुत नेगेटिव विषय सिला मध्ये ता भितरे भरी देई थांती.
Can you see how many filters that we need to keep?
तो आमन को भितर केते फिल्टर माने रखिबार आवश्यकता रहिछि.
We cannot do it, only God can help us to
तो
overcome.
परमेश्वर केवल आमन को सहायता करि परिबे. आमे निजे करि परिबे नहीं. How to overcome?
No, I'll just show the other. I'm just skipping these video games, but okay. There is one thing about brain I would like to share.
तो मस्तिष्क विषय रे मोगटे विषय कहया पे चाहे.
So this is about how to overcome.
किपरि भाबरे आपण विजय प्राप्त हेबे.
Can you see this brain on the right side?
राइट साइड रे से ब्रेन देखि पारछन मस्तिष्क को.
There's one written strong pathway, another is weak pathway.
तो गोटे होची दृढ़ बाट आ गोटे होची दुर्बल रास्ता.
Whatever habits that we have has a neural pathway in it.
तो जहाँ मानकर अभ्यास अछि सेते गोटे न्यूरल पाथ बा से ब्रेन मध्ये रे गोटे रास्ता अछि बोली हमने कहि परिबा.
One which we do frequently,
जोटा माने बारंबार करूछे
again and again.
बारंबार.
Since the neural pathways are used frequently, it will become strong.
आ जदि बारंबार हमने गोटे विषय करूछु ताले से जो न्यूरल पाथ बा से रास्ताटा बहुत स्ट्रांग हे जिवो.
That's why breaking something means breaking from addictions or negative habits is difficult.
So निशा रु बाहरी आसीबा बा गोटे खरा विषय रु बाहरी आसीबा सेति पे हम पय बहुत कष्टकर होई थाए.
Since we practice that over and over again and again for years together, it has become strong.
So वर्ष वर्ष धरि कि बारंबार हमने सेटा जेहेतु व्यवहार करिवार अभ्यस्त होई जे सेति पे सेटु बाहरी आसीबा हम पय बहुत कष्टकर होई थाए.
But that does not make that you cannot overcome.
ता अर्थ नुहे जे आपण माने ताठु बाहरी आसी परिबे नाही.
There is something called neuroplasticity.
So आ गोटे विषय अछि न्यूरोप्लास्टिसिटी बोली गोटे अछि.
See, there is one old proverb which says that once you are young you can teach you, if you are old then you cannot change that person.
तो एबदी गोटे प्रवाद अछि जे जदि तमे छोट युवा अवस्था रे अछ ताहाले तमान को शिक्षा देले तमे परिवर्तन हबो किंतु जते वृद्ध होई जिवो से परिवर्तन हेई परिबो नाही.
But brain has an ability to change.
किंतु मस्तिष्क रो सेही शक्ति अछि जहा कि हमन को परिवर्तन करि परिबो.
In any age.
जे कोनोसी समय रे बयस
Though it might be difficult at the later stage, yet it is not impossible.
शेष अवस्था रे एटा हमन को हबाटा बहुत कष्टकर किंतु संभव होई परिबो.
So they say scientifically it will take 21 days to form a new habit.
सो वैज्ञानिक भाव में कह जाउछि जे गोटे अभ्यासर परिणत करिया पे हमनको 21 दिन समय लागिबो.
If you want to have a habit like as soon as you get up, you want to pray.
तो जदि आपण चाहउछंती गोटे अभ्यास करिवे जे जते शीघ्र माने उठिबा निद्रारू प्रार्थना करिबा,
Or you want to get up early in the morning.
शीघ्र माने सकाळ उठिया पे इच्छा करिबा.
So any of these habits, if you want to form, if you do it for 21 days, it will make a pathway like that.
सो एई परी किछि अभ्यास जदि आपण करिया को चाहउछन, जदि 21 दिन कंटीन्यूअसली करिवे ताहले आपणकर ब्रेन रे गोटे स्ट्रांग पाथवे बा रास्ता हेई परिबो.
So 21 days it will take to make a weak pathway.
तो 21 दिन लागिबो जो दुर्बल पाथवे को बा रास्ता को.
But if you continue more and more, so after 21 days, if you could do something for 21 days, it is easier for you to carry forward from that.
तो 21 दिन जदि गोटे अभ्यास को आपण करि चालिबे ताहले आपण को आगो को से अभ्यास को नबा को सहज हबो.
But that does not mean after 21 days you are completely free.
तो ता अर्थ में जे 21 दिन परे आपण संपूर्ण भाव रे सेठुरु मुक्ति पाइ जिवे.
But it means comparatively easier.
ता अर्थ तुलनात्मक भाव रे एटा के सहज अटे.
So God has created this brain with neuroplasticity so that you can still form a new habit which is healthier for you.
सो परमेश्वर से न्यूरोप्लास्टिसिटी गोटे सेटा बनै छथि जहा द्वारा माने गोटे हेल्दी बा स्वास्थ्यकर अभ्यास को आमने करि परिबा.
He does not want to lose any old people.
से वृद्ध व्यक्ति मान को हरेया पय चाहू नांती.
Oh, because he is a drunkard for 30 years, I would not accept.
सो 30 वर्ष पराने से मद्यपान करूची मु ताको छाडी देबी से नांती.
God has given power to overcome in our brain.
सो परमेश्वर आमन को शक्ति देइ छथि मस्तिष्क रे ताको जयजित होबा पय.
By God's help,
परमेश्वर सहाय्य रे
our brain
आमनकर मस्तिष्क
would form new pathways like this to overcome our sin.
सो नुआ रास्ता बनैबो से जो पुराना जो अभ्यास को जयजुक्त होबा निमंते.
Video games I skipped them. I'll share some more things. There is one experience of Peter which is recorded in Matthew chapter 16.
माथ्यू 16 रे पीटर कर गोटे अनुभव को लिखा जाय अछि.
This is two exact contrast experiences.
आ दीटा विपरीत एक्सपीरियंस बा अनुभव रहय.
You remember Jesus would ask that, what do you think about me?
यीशु पचारछन तुमे मो विषय रे कोन भाबो छ.
And Peter would say that you are the son of God.
पीटर कहछन तमे ईश्वर
Son of God.
ईश्वर का पुत्र.
And Jesus said, this is not revealed by anybody else but my Father who is in heaven.
और यीशु ख्रीष्ट कहछन जे एटा तुमको मोर पिता ही प्रकाश करछन आ के प्रकाश कर परिबे नाही.
He really congratulated, or he told to Peter that God has revealed this to you.
से पीतर को धन्यवाद बा अभिनंदन करथिले बसे कहले मोर पिता ही तुमको ए विषय जणाइछन.
Jesus would start telling how his future is going to be.
यीशु ख्रीष्ट ताको कहया को लागिले जे ताको भविष्य किपरि हबो.
At that time Peter would take Jesus aside and he will rebuke.
सो यीशु ख्रीष्ट को से पितर नै गले तापरे यीशु ताको गाली कले.
Who is rebuking Jesus?
यीशु ख्रीष्ट के गाली करछंती
Peter.
पितर.
One who was influenced by God to tell that Jesus is the son of God.
आ जे एपरि भाबे प्रभावित होई कहले जे यीशु ख्रीष्ट ईश्वर को पुत्र.
Jesus would say to Peter that, get thee behind me, Satan.
तो यीशु ख्रीष्ट कहछन जे शैतान मोठार दूर होई जा.
Can you see the working of Satan as well as God in Peter?
तो देखि पाउछन तो पितर को स्थान रे पितर को निकट रे दुईटा शक्ति काम करूछि.
Can he do the same thing with us?
आ शैतान आम सहित मध्ये सेमति हेई परिबो की.
He can also do the same thing with us.
से समान विषय आम सहित मध्ये घटी पारे.
Maybe in the church we are influenced by God.
चर्च रे मंडली रे आमे ईश्वर कर शक्ति रे प्रभावित होई
But
परिबा.
when we go out, we might be influenced by Satan.
आमन जते बाहर को जिबा हुए तो आमने शैतान रो शक्ति रे प्रभावित होई पारे.
We are vulnerable human beings. We need Christ moment by moment.
सो मुहूर्त परे मुहूर्त आमने परमेश्वर कर शक्ति आवश्यक रही अछि आम ऊपर रे.
Not even a second is safe without Christ.
यीशु ख्रीष्ट बिना गोटिए मध्ये सेकेंड आमान को निमंते निरापद नुहे.
That's why Christ should be in us.
सेति बे ख्रीष्ट आमान को मध्य रे रहिबार
And there is
आवश्यकता
a battle to master who will take control of our mind.
ତ ଆମମାନଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ସଂଘର୍ଷ ବା ଯୁଦ୍ଧ ଚାଲିଛି ଯେ କିଏ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ନିୟନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିବ।
But God has promised that even righteous falls 7 times, he will get up because God is there beside him to pick him up.
ତ କିନ୍ତୁ ପରମେଶ୍ୱର ଆମମାନଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରତିଜ୍ଞା କରିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଧାର୍ମିକ 7 ଥର ପଡ଼ିଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେ ଉଠିବ ଏବଂ ସେ ଆମମାନଙ୍କୁ ଜୟଯୁକ୍ତ ହେବା ପାଇଁ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିବେ।
And Paul is answering, "O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from this body of death? I thank God through Jesus Christ who is able to save us."
ତ ପౌଲ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଅତ୍ୟନ୍ତ ପାପୀ ଯେ ମତେ କିଏ ପତିତ ହେବାରୁ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିବ। ସେ ପ୍ରଭୁଙ୍କୁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ପ୍ରଭୁ ହିଁ କେବଳ ମତେ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିପାରିବେ।
Because Satan is a defeated enemy.
ତ ଆମେ ଦେଖୁ ଯେ ଶୈତାନ ଗୋଟେ ପରାସ୍ତ ହୋଇଥିବା ଶତ୍ରୁ ଅଟେ।
By God's spirit, by God's help, we can win him.
ତ ପରମେଶ୍ୱର ଆତ୍ମାରେ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଜୟଯୁକ୍ତ ହେଇ ପାରିବା।
There is one beautiful promise in Romans chapter 8, 38 and 39.
ରୋମିଓ 8:38 ଏବଂ 39 ରେ ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ସୁନ୍ଦର ପ୍ରତିଜ୍ଞା ରହି ଅଛି।
Can any of you read that? With this will finish. With this will. Only one more. Yes. So it says that nobody, nothing can separate us from the love of God.
केही कौनसी विषय मते प्रभु यीशुଙ୍କ प्रेम ठारू विच्छिन्न करि परिबो नाही।
So what can help us to overcome?
कोटा आमन को विजय प्राप्त होबा पे सहाय्य करिवो।
It is the love of God
परमेश्वर प्रेम
in Christ
यीशु कृष्ण
which help us to overcome.
एई समस्त विषय रे विजय प्राप्त होबा सहाय्य करिवो।
James 4:7 and 8
याकूब 4:7-8
says, "Submit yourselves therefore to God." If you submit yourself to God,
यदि आमने परमेश्वर को निज को आमने समर्पण करिबा,
God will take care of us.
तो परमेश्वर आमन को जत्न नेबे।
You and I cannot win Satan.
आमने शैतान को विजय प्राप्त हेई परिबे नाही।
If we are just submitting ourselves, willing to submit,
यदि आमने निज को परमेश्वर को समर्पण करे को इच्छा करिबा,
he will draw us close to him.
आउ से ताको निकट को से आकर्षण करिवे।
And he will resist the devil.
आउ से शैतान को बाधा देबे।
And he will be chased away from us.
आउ शैतान हम ठारू दूर को चली जिवो।
God's name be glorified.
तो परमेश्वर नाम गौरव हो।